Assalamu alaikum my dear students. Hello, how are you all? Hope you are doing fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NFS Home School, and this is Ariful Islam, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, morning shift. Today I am going to take an English literature class for class 3 students. Our today's topic, Unit 10, discussions plus paragraph organizing. So my dear students, open your book first, New Success with Buzzword Communicative English for School. For schools, main course book 3, and go to page number 111. Okay, Unit 10, Birbal's Kisti. Okay, so let's see our today's class 3, subject English literature, topic paragraph plus Unit 10, word meaning, synonym antonym, true false plus question answer, term annual, lecture 12, SW11. Teacher Ariful Islam, this is my messenger ID, mobile number, and this is today's date. So my dear students, let's start the class. So Unit 10, Birbal's Kisti. Okay, I am starting reading. One day, one cold winter day, Akbar and Birbal went for a walk along the lake. A thought came to Birbal. He said to the king, I think a man would do anything for money. So Akbar is the king and Birbal is the king's man, or we can say king's attendants. So Akbar then touched the water in the lake with a finger, but removed it quickly because it made him shiver with cold. Shiver means to shake or trembling because of cold. Akbar said, do you think a man would spend a whole night in this cold water for money? I don't think so. Birbal replied, I'm sure I can find such a person. Akbar then challenged Birbal to find someone to do the task. Challenged means ask the person to do something difficult or dangerous. He said he would reward the person with 1,000 gold coins. So reward means to give something to somebody for doing something good or for working hard. Birbal looked far and wide until he found a man who was so poor that he was ready to do anything for money. The man stepped into the lake and girls were placed to watch over him. The next morning, the girls took the man to Akbar. Akbar asked him, did you spend the night in the lake? The man nodded. Yes, Your Honor, I did. Akbar then asked, my dear man, how did you manage to spend the whole night in the lake where the water is as cold as ice? We'll move to next page. There was a street lamp nearby. I kept my attention fixed on the lamp and away from the cold, the man replied. Akbar frowned. We can't give you a reward. You survived in the cold lake because the street lamp kept you warm. So the poor man went to Birbal for help. The next day, Birbal did not go to the court. The king sent a messenger to his house to find out why. So messenger means a person who carries message, and survived, and survived means managed to stay alive. The messenger came back and said that Birbal would come after his kisti was cooked. So kisti means a dish made of rice and dal. We say khichuri in Bangladesh. The king waited for hours, but Birbal did not come. Finally, the king went to Birbal's house to see what he was doing. He found Birbal sitting close to a fire. A pot of kisti hung 5 feet above the fire. The king and his attendants laughed when they saw this. Attendants means helpers to the king, as Birbal is the attendants. Akbar then asked Birbal, how will the kisti cook if it is so far away from the fire? Birbal answered, the same way the poor man kept warm from a street lamp which was far away. The king realized his mistake and gave the poor man his reward. So my dear students, we have finished our Unit 10 Birbals Kisti. Now we will go to CW first. So first we will do a paragraph. Topic paragraph early rising. In one term lecture 12 early rising. I am not pointing so that you can see the picture very easily. Early rising. Early rising is the habit of waking up early in the morning. It is a very good habit. Taking a walk or some exercises in the fresh morning air refreshes both body and mind. One can also enjoy the beauty of nature. An early riser has many advantages. He can start his daily work earlier. The habit of early rising is the source of health, wealth and wisdom. So everybody should practice rising early in the morning. I am repeating for the last time, early rising. Early rising is the habit of waking up early in the morning. It is a very good habit. Taking a walk or some exercise in the fresh morning air refreshes both body and mind. One can also enjoy the beauty of nature. An early riser has many advantages. He can start his daily work earlier. The habit of early rising is the source of health, wealth and wisdom. So everybody should practice rising early in the morning. We'll move to word meaning now. So our topic paragraph plus unit 10 Birbals Kisti word meaning, synonym, antonym, true, false, mixed sentence and question answer the all. Okay. So we will finish today's lecture. Unit today. Word meaning: survived, managed to stay alive, messenger, a person who carries messages, attendants, helpers to the king. Synonym, antonym, word, synonym, antonym: wide, broad, narrow, close, near, far, help, assist, hamper. I'm repeating for the last time. Word meaning: survived, managed to stay alive, messenger, a person who carries messages, attendants, helpers to the king. Synonym, antonym, word, synonym, antonym: wide, broad, narrow, close, near, far, help, assist, hamper. We'll move to next page. We'll do now mixed sentences. Mixed sentence number 1, reward. You know, you can have your own mixed sentence, no problem. We have to maintain subject verb agreement. Number 1, reward. The poor man got his reward at last. 2, survive. He managed to survive in the cold water. 3, messenger. The king sent a messenger to Birbal's house. True, false. So Akbar and Birbal went for a walk along the lake. Is true or false? So we will go to the text again. One cold winter day, Akbar and Birbal went for a walk along the lake. So this statement is true. Akbar and Birbal went for a walk along the lake. This is true. The poor man kept his attention fixed on the lamp. False. Why false? Let's go to the unit again. There was a street lamp nearby. I kept my attention fixed on the lamp, not the moon. Okay, that's why this statement is false. A poor man kept his attention fixed on the moon. False. A bowl of khichdi hung just above the fire. False. If we move to the our lectures or unit, a pot of khichdi hung 5 feet above the fire. Okay, how many feet? 5 feet. So a bowl of khichdi hung just above the fire. This is false because 5 feet above. Okay. Question answers. What were Akbar and Birbal talking about as they walked along the lake? So we will move to the unit again. He said to the king, Birbal said to the king, I think a man would do anything for money. So they are discussing this whether a man would do anything for money. So our answer will be answer. As they walked along the lake, Akbar and Birbal were talking about whether a man would do anything for money or not. Okay. So number 3, we will not do number 2. Okay. We will do number 3. Why did Akbar refuse to give the reward to the man who had spent the night in the lake? We will move to the unit again. Akbar frowned. We can't give you a reward. You survived in the cold lake because the street lamp kept you warm. This is the reasons. Let's come to the answer. Akbar refused to give the reward to the man who had spent the night in the lake because he thought that the street lamp kept him warm. Number 5. What made Akbar change his mind about the poor man? We will move to the unit again. Birbal answered, the same way the poor man kept worm from his street lamp which was far away. The king realized his mistake and gave the poor man his reward. So our answer will be Birbal made the king realize his mistake. That is why he changed his mind and gave the poor man his reward. So I will read for the last time, make very quickly. Make sentence: reward. The poor man got his reward at last. Survive. He managed to survive in the cold water. Messenger. The king sent a messenger to Birbal's house. True, false. Akbar and Birbal went for a walk along the lake. True. Number 2, the poor man kept his attention fixed on the moon. False. Number 3, a bowl of khichdi hung just above the fire. False. Question answer: what were Akbar and Birbal talking about as they walked along the lake? Answer: as they walked along the lake, Akbar and Birbal were talking about whether a man would do anything for money or not. Number 3, why did Akbar refuse to give the reward to the man who had spent the night in the lake? Akbar refused to give the reward to the man who had spent the night in the lake because he thought that the street lamp kept him warm. Number 5, what made Akbar change his mind about the poor man? Answer: Birbal made the king realize his mistake. That is why he changed his mind and gave the poor man his reward. Homework 11, submit on Sunday. Homework 11, submit on Sunday. Unit 10, word meaning, synonym, antony, make sentence and true false. No paragraph and no question answers. Homework 11, submit on Sunday. Unit 10, word meaning, synonym, antony, make sentence and true false. So my dear students, that's all for today. Do your assigned SW at home and submit on Sunday within 8 am to 4 pm in the school library. You will also collect those copies on Sunday within 8 am to 4 pm in the school library. You know your SW is very important because we are giving SBCT and diary mark on the basis of the submission of your SW copies. We are giving 2.5 mark each of SW copies. So that's all for today. Keep practicing at home. Avoid bad parents. Stay safe, stay well. See you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.